Goa, bringing us up to speed with the latest aircraft procured by the governor. We hope that that really helps the economy of the state. But in the meantime, let's take you back to our earlier story where we have Theophilus Darufai, who is standing by to bring us up to speed with the government, which has now recorded an increase of about 115,470 in school enrollment. Theophilus, we know that out-of-school children has been a problem in the Northwest, or let's say generally in the North region. Talk to us, behind the numbers, how much change is truly happening in classrooms and communities? Theophilus, can you unmute yourself so we can hear you? All right, I'm afraid we're having a bit of a glitch with Theophilus. Well, hopefully, while we're having this conversation, Precious, he will be able to join us. But it's good that, if you look at the North generally, well, we can say Northwest, Northeast, we're having more than 30 million out of school children who are finding it difficult to go to school. Some of them don't even want to go to school. But it's good with this initiative, which the government, in collaboration with an international agency, enrolling over 155,000 out-of-school children, precisely girl child.
So I understand the enrollment, but I'm always very skeptical when I hear that schools are being built or children are being enrolled, because it takes more than that to keep a child in school. Absolutely. The school feeding program is also good. It helps. But we have always talked about the Safe School Initiative, especially in the North, even now, because we've seen, there was a kidnapping incident too in Lagos at some point. Can't remember the school now. So for us, I think that we should go beyond enrollment. It is a good thing. We shouldn't take that out, but we should also now begin to implement fully the Safe School Initiative to keep every child in school. Hold your thoughts, Precious. We understand that Theophilus Darufai is joining us again. Theophilus, I was trying to find out what exactly it means for the people of Zamfara, especially when we are having girl child being enrolled back to school. What does it really mean to them? Theophilus, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, carry on. So I was trying to find out, it's really very significant to hear that over 115,000 new school enrollments, especially for girls in Zamfara State. So behind that numbers, how much change is truly happening in classrooms and communities?
Yeah, it is clear there's improvement on the part of security in the state, and that is what prompted the increase of enrollment, especially of the girl child. As we are all aware, Zamfara State has been bedeviled by insecurity. A lot of people were displaced from their communities, and that has affected the education of the children, especially of the girl child. Some were sent to early marriage. Some were still roving the streets with their parents to earn their living, and a lot of things have contributed to the high number of out-of-school children. But this, with the introduction, with this coming in of agile projects and a lot of sensitization on the part of the government, that has really improved the enrollment of school children.
As we know it, the Northwest generally, talk about Zamfara in this case, it has actually battled banditry and community displacement for years. So beyond Agile's educational focus, how is the project addressing the security and cultural barriers that still keep girls at home?
Yeah, Agile project, as we know, on its own cannot address any security challenge in the state, but they are collaborating with the state government. They are reaching out to communities bedeviled by insecurity with the support of security agencies. Some schools were given enough security, which has also helped in the improvement of education in the state. In 2021, if you could remember, 3 schools were attacked by bandits. A lot of students were abducted. That alone has scared a lot of parents from sending their children to school. Thank God, with the improvement of security in the state, and gradually things are beginning to come back to normal.
So are local traditional or religious leaders now active partners in this transformation?
Yes, they are. They've been collaborating with the government and the Agile agency to ensure the return of out-of-school children. If you go to the street of Zamfara now, you could see reduction of girls hawking the street and even the boys. But though we know that it's 99% Islamic State, the Al-Madri education is still in place, but then the government is doing its best to ensure that it reduces the number of out-of-school children, which of course some of us can testify. We've gone around places, we've seen how schools were renovated, children are going back to school, and that is really a cheering news for the state, for the people of the state.
Absolutely, it's indeed a cheering news. Theophilus Darufai, thank you. So Precious, as we were saying a little earlier, regarding the girl child who are being enrolled back to school, it's good. It's also refreshing to know that religious leaders are also playing a part, because we know the girl child marriage, the out of school children, children who don't even want to go to school. Some of them don't even want to have anything to do with Western education. But it's so refreshing to see that things are changing for them.
Yes, it is. Well, there are still things that we can work on. Society seems to be becoming more enlightened and accepting of education. But, as I was saying earlier, I think that since the Chibok, the Dapchi, there were other schools as well where, we had, yes, we had the attacks. I'm very sure some parents and students will also be very scared, to go to school. And so that's what I was saying earlier, that look, it's not enough. You can enroll them. It's not enough to keep them.
That's right.
So the idea is not just to enroll them and say we have reduced the numbers. The idea is to keep them and ensure that they actually finish. And so the Safe School Initiative is what I will continue to say, look, we need to implement.
Which makes a whole lot of sense, Precious.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ibrahim. That was news from the States, and that's TVC News at 1. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website, www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on our social media handles. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. And we also have updates for you on WhatsApp and Telegram at TVC News Nigeria, and on YouTube or live at TVC News Nigeria. Thanks for watching. Coming up next is Business Nigeria.